Before I delve into today's video, I want to address a concern I had pop up on me not too long ago here. Actually, it's today that I'm filming this, so this video won't go up till the day after that I film this. But a Beyond type moderator or a host, I'm not quite sure what her title is. It's one of those two. She kind of like makes sure that everything's flowing smoothly, and she's kind of like a ringleader on Beyond Type 1, messaged me and said that somebody had marked one of my videos as spam, and that they weren't going to delete any of the posts, but just to like not post so many links because of people, somebody or something or someone marking it as spam. And I thanked her for letting her know. And I just want to address that here. First of all, I am not a spammer. I don't consider myself that. I make quality educational videos about living with a chronic autoimmune disease. I am not trying to sell you things, but I'm trying to inform you of all the different things I go through and all the different products and devices I use to maybe help you better understand what's available to help you in your treatment. I share my experiences to help others. That is why I built this channel. I did not build this channel to solicit things or sell things. So whoever did this is very, very jealous of either me or thinks that I'm getting products for free. No, like today's video, you're going to be seeing me review the Genteel. Genteel did not pay me to make this video. I do not get paid a single cent from YouTube or any company to review their products. I bought this Genteel back in September of last year. So it was about 3 to 2 months after I was diagnosed. I brought it after hearing people talk about it from other YouTube videos and other social medias, and decided to try it, and I've been using it for a long time, and now I'm going to do an honest review on it. I do it to help other companies build their skill and build their customers. I do this to help you guys. I do not get paid a single cent to do this. And even if I did not start this channel for money. Nor will I ever say that I'm doing this channel for money, nor will I ever think that in my head, because it's not the point. I'm using my diagnosis as a God-given thing to share my experiences with others in hopes to help you. Just as you guys have always helped me when I've had questions, and I still get help from you guys. For example, on my videos, you know I'm getting the Omnipod insulin pump. I am asking people to give me the good, the bad, and the ugly about the Omnipod because I'm new. I have no clue what to expect until I get it on me. I have no clue about what potentials can happen or what can happen with the pump or the failures or the really good things that can happen that I wouldn't have even thought of. So, in exchange for me giving help to you guys, I also receive that. And I want to thank the people that have supported me and the people that have stood up for me in this kind of strange time. So for meanwhile, I'm going to have a certain person that I've designated to post my links on their feed. I want to thank that person for doing that. I won't say names just in case this person does not want to be named. But he is amazing, and I really appreciate him doing this because I need to step back a little bit and not post so much in a row to make it not look like spam. So whoever did this, please stop. This is not appropriate. Nor am I making videos to hurt anybody. I'm in this life to help people. I'm not in this life to hurt people. And I would appreciate it if you would stop this. But do know that you're one person and you're going up against an army of people that care about me and that support me fully. So you're a one-person army against a multiple-person army. So I wish you luck with trying to fight against us. But just so you know that will be happening for a little bit of time here. It doesn't really bother me too much, just because I know whoever's doing this is just trying to make me angry or get me irritated or spread negativity, and it's not going to get to me. But I had been posting more videos recently because I didn't want to forget about my Diabetic Health Journal month 2 before I forgot all the things that I went through. I wanted to share my unboxing of my Omnipod because who's not excited when they get insulin pump supplies and wants to see it? And I waited for you guys to do an unboxing on camera for you and physically touch the items for the first time in front of a camera and share with you. So who wouldn't want to see that? And obviously T1D with Maddie episodes always fall on the first of the month, no matter what day that is. So if they fall on a regularly scheduled time frame like Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, that is that day's video. However, in the coming months, the first of each month is in the middle of the week, or towards the days that I don't normally post. So I'm sharing these links. And I share the links on Beyond Type 1 not to spam you, but to share them because not everybody gets YouTube notifications, not everybody has a Twitter or wants a Twitter, and not everybody wants an Instagram or has an Instagram, and that's okay. I'm opening up myself out there so that everybody can get exposed to the videos if they want. Not all the content I make is going to be suitable for you. But like many of you said, it's nice to see options. It's nice to see somebody opening up and sharing different things. I'm not the only type 1 diabetic YouTuber that has probably gotten hate about this. But please don't hate on any of us because we all have different lives. We all have different ways of managing our diabetes. And I give credit to any other type 1 diabetic YouTube channels that are exposing themselves and sharing their journey with this same disease, because it takes a lot of guts to talk about stuff like this. It really does. And we need to just embrace it and share that. And the cool thing is that what somebody else talks about is not going to be the same what I talk about. So just appreciate that everybody is being vulnerable and sharing their experiences and their stories to help you, not to hurt you. So in my eyes, no type 1 diabetic YouTube channel is spam. It is simply education and informative videos to help aid you in your diabetic journey, or if you're a non-diabetic, make you more curious about what other people live with on a daily basis that you wouldn't have to think about. So again, thank you to those that have supported me, and I just want to let you guys know that. So with that being said, we'll jump into today's video, and blood sugar right now is 90 and stable. Yeah, so we'll start today's video. Hey everyone, it's Maddie. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a basic review about the Genteel lancing device. Again, I am not sponsored or paid by Genteel to endorse their product or talk about their product. I am simply sharing my honest opinions and the things I've went through dealing with the Genteel lancing device. I have had the Genteel now since September, so almost 8 months now I have owned this lancing device and have been using it regularly, so I do have quite a bit of experience with it, and I'm going to share with you kind of how it works, what comes with it when you want to buy it, and kind of its purpose. So first of all, the Genteel lancing device is like no other device. It is pretty big. If you can see the length of my hand, it almost matches that. And I have skinny hands and skinny fingers. I'm a very lean person. I'm fairly tall too, so I've kind of got the long fingers to go with it, but you can see it's not like any other lancing device. This particular lancing device has a vacuum seal, so that wherever you apply it to whatever location you want to draw blood, you hold the button and it basically will extract the blood out of a microscopic hole so that you're not forced to squeeze any area of your body to get blood and cause bruises or cause blisters or cause irritation. That's the point of this, is to get that perfect drop of blood to not waste for a test strip and to have minimal pain and minimal impact on your skin and less scarring. The Genteel is known as the Save Your Fingertips lancing device because this particular lancing device is good to be able to use on alternative testing sites. Some of my favorite locations include the meaty part of my palm, the top of my arm, and on my knee. These are great locations to get blood because there's a lot of veins there but little nerve endings. For those of you that don't know, your fingers are very, very sensitive parts of your body. That is what we use to touch and feel different things. So when these babies get scarred and pricked at continuously, there's usually pain and scarring associated with it. Yes, there's great blood flow in the hands because there are a lot of capillaries and veins. However, because of the nerve endings, it is very, very painful to prick your fingers over and over and over again. And this allows you to rotate your testing sites just like you would rotate where you put a CGM or where you put an insulin pen needle or a syringe or an insulin pump cannula. So it's a great way to continually rotate things so you don't scar your fingertips. As those of you that don't know, if you have fingers stuck a lot, you get kind of these black marks that sit on your fingers. Now, I don't have any right now because I use this when I want to test, but I also have a continuous glucose monitor. But when I do want to test, I want to minimize that scarring. But you can see I have some marks on my palm.
I can't search the web.
Okay. But you can see I have some scar marks on my palm. I don't know if you can see them, but you can see they're not very dark and they're not very visible and they don't hurt. You can see that's my favorite area to test, but it heals much quicker than my fingers. And for me being a dental hygienist, it's very, very important to keep my fingertips in as best shape as possible because I will be working with a lot of fine instruments and a lot of fine tools. So it's important that I don't scar my fingertips. When you get the Genteel, you can choose many different colors, and they even give you stickers to decorate. As you can tell, I just have my name on it and a butterfly and a heart. I chose the color in butterfly blue, but I do believe they have black, white, pink. I think there's a silver and a gold. I'm not 100% sure. You have to check on the website and see. I paid about $100 for mine off of Amazon, but you can also order it online from Genteel.com. And when you do get it, you get nozzle tips. So you get these plastic nozzles, and this is like you're in charge of your depth. So the blue is the most shallow depth, followed by the yellow is the second, third, fourth, fifth, deepest. So 1 is your shallowest tip, and 6 is your deepest, and they're all multiple colors to figure out which one works best for you. Always start with the shallowest tip to make sure that you know that you're not going to like poke and jab so deep as you need it. I find that if I use the shallow tip for most of the time, and other times I will use the yellow tip for other sites in my body, like my knee and stuff, just to get a little deeper. Those tend to work well for me. But as you can tell, the deeper you go on the lance, the less tall the little rubber cap is. So that is how you control your depth. You don't flip it on like a spinning wheel, like a normal lancing device. You change out the nozzles. And then there is a little ring in here. This is just the ring that keeps it applicable to move up and down. And this is the button that deploys the vacuum seal. And I'm going to show you how to use this and test my blood sugar with a meter for you guys. Even though you just saw a Dexcom, we're just going to see how well it's working because I have to replace the sensor in about an hour and a half. It will expire. So we're just going to see how good it worked up to the end. But I'm going to give you a demo video quite quickly here. So bear with me. And I'm going to talk about what the else it comes with. So you get a little meter case that comes with it. In here is a medical ID card, which I did take out because obviously it has personal information. There is room for a meter in here. This is my meter that I've been using since diagnosis. They even give you 2 little Velcros that you can stick on the back so that it stays in here really, really nice. A spot for test strips, and this is where the Genteel goes. And then here is a little mesh side where I just hold nozzles with other tips, control solution, and lancets. Now, as far as the lancets that can fit in here, you can buy specific butterfly touch lancets from Genteel, which I haven't gotten into yet, but they are blue, and they do send you 10 free lancets of theirs to try out. But other lancets can fit. You can buy them from Walmart, and you can buy them from other general stores. As you saw in my unboxing video, if you did it or didn't watch that, go check that out. But I did show you that the microlet lancets that do come with the Contour Next 1 meters lancing device will also fit in my Genteel, and here's why. You're looking for this kind of a squarish plus bottom. I don't know if you guys can see that. See how it's kind of like a squarish plus bottom where it's like an X-shaped? This is the kind of lancets that fit inside the Genteel along with the regular butterfly touch lancets. So I believe they're called microlet at Walmart, but I will put a picture in here of all the different compatible lancets and the non-compatible lancets to use in this lancing device. So I'll put that in right here for you. So I definitely feel like with this lancing device, I don't feel as needy to change out my lancet as much just because the poke does not go as deep. And it is painless. I'll tell you, it's very, very painless. I feel more of a movement than anything. I don't feel actually something physically touching me and hurting. And you can order at any time, order more of these tips. For example, I had to order more of these blue tips because I dropped the original one I was given in the sink when I was cleaning it. And I'm going to make a video of how I clean it, but I always have a toothbrush here that is handy dandy to clean it and take care of it. So one of the things that I've had to deal with besides cleaning it, that's the downfall, is these little rubber rings in here. You could see how it's kind of hard to get it off. they get kind of dried out, so I have to lubricate. They call them O-rings, and they give you spare ones in case they were to get lost. But this O-ring kind of gets dried out and it doesn't move smoothly. So I find when I clean it, there's even an O-ring inside the actual spring in here, that I need to put coconut oil or baby oil on here to lubricate it so that it doesn't get stuck mid-lance, or that the nozzle caps can slide on easier. As you can tell right now, I'm having a little bit of a difficult time because it's almost time to clean this thing again. I clean it every couple weeks to keep it nice. But totally worth the investment, totally worth the cleaning, and having no pain is amazing. So if you do decide to get the Genteel, they do also give you a little informational thing. And then they also give you a little card that if you post a picture on your Instagram or Twitter with the hashtag #SaveYourFingers, they will send you free contact tips. These ones are a little bit different, but they have the same idea where the 1 is the most shallow to 6 is the deepest. And these glow in the dark, and these are specifically designed for your fingertips. I don't use my fingertips a lot with Genteel, but if I wanted to, these specific tips are different than the originals. They're more designed to fit on your fingers so that it doesn't hurt as much. Or that if you want to poke your fingers and not have it hurt as much, you can use these contact tips too. So I always have plenty of those with me in case I were to lose one or want to change my site application. So now I'm going to show you actually how this works. I'm going to get a test strip ready and my meter ready to go here. So here's a test strip. Here's the meter. She's ready to rock. I'm going to show you on my palm. All you do is hold it up. When I push the button, the lance will go in and come out, and I hold that button down until I see enough blood come out of the actual device. And then when I'm ready, I release the button and remove the lancing device. Now, if you do not release the button before you pull up, blood will splatter in the inside of the nozzle tip. You can see I have a little bit in there because I accidentally splattered the other night. And that's something you're going to learn and acquire with this as you get more comfortable with it. Trust me, the first 10 times I used it, I splattered blood all inside the nozzles and I had to take it apart and clean it. But anyways, here we go. So place it up, make sure it's got a nice firm spot. I have my thumb resting here. You kind of hold it like you're going to write like a writing pen. And then all I'm going to do is push the button. Goes in, comes out. Now I'm going to wait and hold until I get enough blood out. And here we go. Here to release the suction and remove it. And there's the perfect drop of blood. All you got to do, I'm trying to do this backwards. Hang on. Let's put it up to the test strip. And it shows you what your blood sugar is. I am at 84. So we'll see what Dexcom says. 88. Perfect. Great blood sugar. But see how simple and easy that was? I didn't have to struggle to squeeze. I didn't have to struggle to get enough blood. And look at that. There's even enough blood here. Still. And then all I do when I'm done is I always keep, like I said, a tissue and I just wipe it away. And it's done. And I noticed with this too that I don't bleed as much, or the blood just doesn't come gushing out, which is really, really cool for me. And I think that's really beneficial to not have the blood gush and not have blood splatter everywhere. And you get to the perfect size drop of blood. So if any of you have had this problem, you haven't had enough blood to fill a test strip up, and then it'll read like half of your sample and tell you you're low when you're actually not. I've had that happen. Or I've had it where it's given me error messages and I've wasted a test strip and you feel like, oh crap. But with this device, you no longer have to worry about that. So if you want to go, and this is another problem I've had too, because the O-ring in here is also not lubricated, you just push this down to recock it. But right now it needs to be relubricated. So it takes a little bit to get it down. And that happens over wear and use of this actual device. But once I show you how to clean that, I will show you how I lubricate the O-ring, both in here and up here. The O-ring that is in here is thicker, and they only give you one of them, but the O-ring up here is thinner, and you get multiple of those in case you were to lose it. So if you want to buy this particular lancing device, I will leave the Genteel's website down below. And I will leave the link on Amazon where I bought mine down below too. And you can also buy these Lancets or go to your local Walmart or your local regular store, and they should have those microLED Lancets. They're like I said, the colorful ones that I have, that I got with my Contour Next Meter for the Omnipod. So I hope you enjoyed this video about Genteel. If you use Genteel and you like it or don't like it, feel free to leave comments down below about your experiences. I'd be more than willing to hear about your experiences with the device. Again, this device isn't going to be for everybody, but I highly, highly recommend it, even if you do wear a CGM. It's good for kids that don't like the feeling of finger poking. It's good for adults that don't like the feeling of finger poking. And it's good to be able to rotate injection sites. And I also feel like if you're like me and use your hands a lot and feel that finger pricking is really painful, and that's something I didn't like when I was first diagnosed, was like, to me the finger pricks hurted worse than giving myself an injection, because you're hitting in muscle and you're hitting in very sensitive nerve areas. But I would recommend this to anybody who does not like the pain of finger sticks, or finger sticks a lot, or if you're a kid. This is a great way to lessen that burden and make blood sugar testing more easy and more fun, I guess you could say. So anyways, if you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up. Feel free to hit that subscribe button down below. I post videos every single week about diabetes plus more. Plus I do add extra videos when I do have time, or when new things come up in my diabetes life or in my life in general. If you do decide to subscribe, there is a notification bell. When you click that, YouTube will give you a notification when I post something new. So until tomorrow for another regularly scheduled video, everybody take care, God bless, be kind, spread positivity, and be thankful, and have a great rest of your day. Bye, everyone.